Navigating the emotional landscape of a relationship with a dog isn't always straightforward. Just like humans, dogs have their own ways of showing affection, or sometimes a lack thereof. It's easy to assume that our canine companions reciprocate our feelings purely because they wag their tails, but what if there are signs indicating they might not be as attached as we think? Today we'll explore 14 telltale signs that your dog might not be as enamored with you as you'd hope. From subtle body language to more overt behaviors, understanding these cues can help you better connect with your furry friend. 1. They don't make eye contact. If your dog consistently avoids making eye contact, it might be a sign they don't feel as close to you as you might hope. In the wild, direct staring is often considered a threat, but domestic dogs have evolved to seek out eye contact with humans. In fact, eye contact between dogs and their owners is often a marker of trust and affection, similar to the bonding that occurs with a loving gaze between humans. When dogs feel comfortable and attached, they often seek out their owner's eyes as a way of connecting and communicating their feelings. However, when a dog deliberately shuns eye contact with their owner, it may indicate discomfort or a lack of connection, suggesting that they don't fully trust or feel secure with you. 2. They don't relax around you. If your dog consistently appears tense or uneasy around you, it could be an indication that they do not feel as bonded or comfortable with you as you might hope. A dog that loves and trusts you will typically show signs of relaxation in your presence, such as a loose, wagging tail, open posture, and a calm demeanor. Dogs that remain stiff, keep their tails tucked, or display wide-eyed expressions might be feeling anxious or uneasy rather than relaxed and content. These behaviors suggest that your dog might not feel entirely safe or secure around you, which is crucial for a loving relationship. 3. They disappear when you are around. When a dog consistently disappears or hides when you're around, it may signal a lack of trust or affection. Dogs naturally seek comfort from their owners and often stay close to them when they feel safe and loved. If your dog frequently seeks solitude or scurries away to hide under furniture or in other rooms, it could indicate discomfort or anxiety associated with your presence. This behavior might stem from negative experiences or simply a lack of bonding and positive association with you. It's essential to consider what your interactions with your dog typically involve and whether your actions might be contributing to this behavior. 4. They don't wag their tail when they see you. Tail wagging is a significant indicator of a dog's emotions, and its absence might be telling. If your dog doesn't wag its tail when you're around, it could be a sign that they aren't feeling particularly affectionate or happy in your presence. While not all dogs express their feelings in the same way, a lack of tail wagging in situations that would typically elicit joy or excitement, like you coming back home after having gone out, can indicate indifference or discomfort. It's essential to observe if their tail remains rigid or tucked, as these are further signs of anxiety or fear. Observing how your dog's tail behaves around others can also provide insights into their feelings towards you specifically. If their tail is loose and wags freely around others, then you know you have some work to do on your relationship with your dog. 5. They aren't interested in play around you. A dog's interest in play is often a direct reflection of their emotional state and comfort with their surroundings. If your dog consistently shows no interest in playing while you're around, it could be a subtle hint that they do not feel as bonded or comfortable with you. Play is a critical way dogs express affection and build relationships with their owners. Avoidance of play can signal disinterest or even low mood. Consider whether your dog plays with others but not with you, which might indicate a particular strain in your relationship. By observing their play patterns with different members of the household or your friends, it can provide insight into how they truly feel about you. 6. They refuse your treats. When a dog refuses treats from your hand, it may signal more than just a lack of appetite. It could suggest a deeper discomfort or mistrust. Dogs typically see treats as both a pleasure and a form of communication, so consistently declining them from you specifically could indicate strained feelings. This behavior is especially telling if they accept treats from others but avoid taking them from you. It's essential to consider the context of their refusal, whether it's a new behavior or one that occurs only in specific situations, for example, if you're trying to give them a treat around strangers. 7. They ignore your commands. If your dog consistently ignores your commands, it might be a sign of a deeper issue than just stubbornness. This behavior can indicate a lack of respect or a weak bond between you and your dog, as dogs that are closely bonded to their owners typically strive to please them. Ignoring commands you give can also be a dog's way of expressing discomfort or confusion about their role in your home. Training issues aside, such noncompliance often reflects how your dog perceives the power dynamics at play. It's important to assess not only the clarity and consistency of your training methods, but also the overall relationship you have with your pet. 8. They don't bring you a present. When a dog brings you presents or their toys, it's often a sign of affection and trust, showing they value your involvement in their playtime. If your dog never brings you anything, it might suggest a detachment or a lack of a strong bond. This behavior, or lack thereof, can also indicate that they don't see you as their leader or as part of their social play rituals. While not every dog expresses love in this manner, a complete absence of such gift-giving behavior could point towards feelings of independence rather than attachment. 9. They don't want to cuddle. A reluctance to cuddle can be a telling sign that your dog doesn't feel as bonded to you as you might hope. Dogs that are closely bonded to their owners often seek physical closeness as a form of comfort and affection. If your dog consistently chooses to lie alone rather than snuggling up next to you, it may indicate a level of discomfort or simply the lack of affectionate attachment. This behavior might be especially concerning if they previously enjoyed cuddle time. However, it's important to remember that some dogs naturally prefer more personal space, so consider your dog's overall behavior and history before drawing conclusions about their feelings towards you. 10. They don't want to sleep in your room. If your dog avoids sleeping in your room, it might signal a weaker emotional connection than you might wish for. Dogs that are deeply bonded with their owners typically prefer to sleep near them, finding comfort and security in their presence. When a dog chooses to sleep elsewhere consistently, it could suggest they don't feel as safe or connected to you. This behavior could be rooted in a desire for more personal space or simply an indication of a less affectionate nature. However, it's essential to consider individual preferences and past experiences, as some dogs might have different sleeping habits based on their breed or previous living conditions. 11. They prefer spending time with someone else. If your dog consistently prefers the company of someone else over you, it might be a sign that they aren't as bonded to you as you might hope. Dogs naturally gravitate towards the person who fulfills their needs best, whether that's in terms of feeding, playing, or providing comfort. When your dog shows a preference for another family member or friend, it could indicate that they feel more secure or satisfied in their presence. This behavior can be particularly disheartening if you're making an effort to build a relationship, suggesting a need to reassess how you interact with your pet. It's important to observe what specifically attracts your dog to others to understand better and potentially strengthen your bond. 12. They wag their tail to the left around you. The direction your dog wags its tail can reveal more about their emotions than you might think. Studies have suggested that dogs wagging their tails predominantly to the left might be experiencing negative emotions, such as anxiety or aggression, rather than happiness. This leftward tail wag can be a subtle indication that your dog does not feel entirely comfortable or pleased with a situation or person, including potentially you. Observing this behavior can be a crucial clue for dog owners to reassess the dynamics of their relationship with their pet. If you notice your dog frequently wagging to the left around you, it might be worth considering what factors could be contributing to their unease. 13. They growl at you. When a dog growls at its owner, it's a clear sign of discomfort, fear, or even distrust. This behavior should not be dismissed lightly, as it indicates that your dog may not feel secure or affectionate towards you. Growling is a form of communication used by dogs to set boundaries or express that they're feeling threatened. If your dog frequently growls at you, it's important to reassess your interactions and consider seeking the help of a professional trainer or behaviorist. Addressing the root causes of this behavior is crucial for building trust and improving your relationship with your dog. 14. They don't like being touched. If your dog consistently shies away from being touched, it may be a sign that they don't feel completely comfortable or affectionate towards you. Dogs that enjoy close bonds with their owners typically welcome petting and physical closeness as signs of affection and trust. However, a dog that does not enjoy being touched might be experiencing anxiety, fear, or simply does not have a strong emotional connection with you. It's important to respect their space and slowly work on building trust through positive interactions. Consulting a professional behaviorist can also help you understand and address the reasons behind your dog's reluctance to be touched. Recognizing these signs can be disheartening, but understanding your dog's behavior is the first step towards building a stronger bond. Whether it's through training, spending quality time together, or seeking the guidance of a professional, there are many ways to foster a deeper connection with your dog. Remember, every dog is different, and showing patience and consistency is key to transforming your relationship. With effort and understanding, you can ensure that the love between you and your furry friend is mutual and enduring. Until next time.